Hello, everyone. We are the Western Lake Erie Basin Nutrient Reduction Projects Database team. I'd like to start with a quick introduction of all of us. So on our team, we have Justin Thompson, who is in the School of Public Policy and the School of Environment and Sustainability. We also have Christina Bonet. She is in the School of Engineering. Myself, my name is Madeline Turk. I'm in the law school. Rachel Zupke is in the School of Information. And finally, Yi Wang is in the School of Environment and Sustainability. We partnered with both the University of Michigan Water Center and the Western Lake Erie Basin Advisory Group. The advisory group is a coalition of individuals passionate about working towards nutrient reduction within the Western Lake Erie Basin, and we'll introduce them a bit more later on as well. And specifically from the Water Center, we worked with Allison Bressler.
This is a picture of algae bloom in Lake Erie. Excuse me. These algae blooms have been increasing in Lake Erie over the past decade due to excess phosphorus and nutrient runoff. This matters because algae blooms threaten the Lake Erie ecosystem, economic productivity in coastal areas, and the ability to provide clean drinking water. To combat this growing problem, a coalition of community members who are passionate about improving the health of Lake Erie convened to form the Western Lake Erie Basin Advisory Group. This group convenes people from across sectors, from government agencies to individual farmers to conservation groups. This group is facilitated by Allison at the University of Michigan Water Center. In the summer of 2023, Allison conducted interviews with advisory group members to identify obstacles they encounter in combating nutrient reduction efforts in Lake Erie. One member voiced the need to coordinate and prioritize efforts. If everyone is working in silos, make them glass silos so everyone knows what others are working on. Other members of the group shared this frustration, and after completing interviews, two key themes emerged as barriers to improving the health of Lake Erie: a lack of cohesion and limited public information about nutrient reduction efforts. To address these issues, Allison identified a potential solution, which is the creation of an interactive platform that gathers and shares information about nutrient reduction projects in Michigan's Western Lake Erie Basin. In the past year, our team has worked with Allison to make this project come to life. Ultimately, the goals of this project are to promote more transparent communication and increase long-term collaboration.
So to begin working on this, our team met with numerous advisory group members and conducted interviews to understand how this platform can be sustainable beyond our time. So we were interested in learning how to better understand how the database would be easily populated and updated, define what information is important to community members to include in the database, and to brainstorm ways how the database will be interactive in nature in the future and easy to access. So out of this, we came up with 3 key deliverables: a data collection survey to standardize and streamline the process, the initial database that we would create that would house project information, and then a prototype of an interactive web platform based on a map. And this project will actually be continued by Dow Fellows in 2025, so that last deliverable is really the framework for them. So to go into more detail, our survey was housed in the ArcGIS Survey123 platform. This is really easy to use, like Google Surveys. It doesn't require a lot of coding background, and in addition, it is able to easily transform into a map. So this really helped us believe that this would be easy for a community member or someone else to take over in the future. Additionally, during our interviews, we really looked into what type of information is important for community members to have, and we honed some examples that is included in the survey and in the database is seen here. But to talk more about the contact information was really, really important to community members. There's a lot of turnover, so we really worked to incorporate multiple ways to collect contact information so that way people know who to collaborate with when they view the database. Another aspect was funding information to increase transparency over how much money certain types of projects are costing and where to look for funding sources for those types of work. Additionally, tracking progress is really important, especially to the state, who Allison works with really closely. And so looking at outcomes that we can track and what best management practices are actually being used is also included in the survey. So after multiple iterations and feedback sessions with people, we began our pilot data collection period. Our team found that most of our data was collected best in in-person events. So here are some pictures of us at these events. We held a workshop at the advisory group annual meeting in June. We attended a regenerative agriculture tour that the advisory group put on, and we also attended the Washtenaw County Conservation District Field Day. And these events really helped us promote the survey and get the word out on that you can go and access it. We could walk through the survey with people and really help bring this new idea and the data platform and the database platform to the community and see how to best continuously improve this. So through this period, we were able to collect 18 survey responses. These responses really varied in a lot of different ways. Here we can see by project purpose, so from implementing buffer projects that would help implement cover crops in fields, to projects that were academic research on soil health, to projects that were to increase collaboration between conservation districts. We also had projects that varied by size from $50,000 to multi-million-dollar projects, and this really showed us that the survey and the database were able to hone in on really key information that's vital for collaboration and communication on those projects. Additionally, something that was really important to us again is collaboration. So from just 18 survey responses, we got 58 partner organizations or funding organizations listed. And this is a word bubble of all those organizations, and larger ones means they were listed more times in the survey responses. And this really shows how many people are working in this region. Just on 18 projects, we have 58 people working. And this showed the potential for collaboration in the future. Additionally, 72% of projects said that they were open to collaboration, again showing the potential for this database to really be used in the future by organizations to communicate with one another. And so, okay. So here is a video of the prototype that we came up with. So looking at this prototype, you can see a map of the Western Lake Erie Basin based on a county. You can click on a project after you select a county, view all the projects in the county. There's a link to a survey, the survey here. And so you can see based on what county select, you'll see different projects. To go into some more of those details really fast, the ability to filter projects, easily look at projects. And so that is what our final form was.
All right, our hope is that the impact of this nutrient reduction database will live on beyond our time at Dow, and also perhaps be a model for future organizations throughout the Western Lake Erie Basin to contribute to or maybe implement a database of their own as Western Lake Erie Basin spans beyond just Michigan and is a watershed that expands into Canada and Ohio and Indiana. And our goal is that by having this database, community leaders will be able to connect with one another and really share resources, share information, and thus come to the next impact we have, which is learning from one another. Everybody has wonderful things that they can share with each other, and by providing this opportunity for people to connect, we hope that they can help each other grow and learn throughout the process of reducing nutrient pollution in Western Lake Erie Basin as well. And again, by connecting with one another, we hope that there are opportunities for individuals and organizations to collaborate with each other. As you see the kind of projects you have that overlap, and that maybe you can continue to improve in the future through teaming up and collaborating with one another. Now we'd like to end by just some final reflections on our experience as Dow Fellows. What we really learned throughout this last year is that in order to be innovative, successful, and effective, you must seek multiple perspectives, build on each other's strengths, and be willing to learn. And we think that this interdisciplinary experience was the perfect opportunity in order to be all of those things through all of those very important means of getting to those successful, innovative, and effective solutions. With that, we would like to thank everyone who helped us throughout this last year. We'd like to thank our project partner, Allison Bressler, our Dow mentor, Franz Gertin, and our key partners, the Western Lake Erie Basin Advisory Group members, and Graham Sustainability Institute staff. Finally, we'd like to thank the Dow Company Foundation as well for sponsoring and supporting this work over the last year. So thank you so much. And now we'd like to open it up to any questions that you all may have. Thank you so much.